Welcome everyone to this Friday afternoon, evening multi-category race. Today we are going to be having fruit salad against Enmet. I didn't get to see the veto order, but RBO was vetoed, and so was GT Classic. And we shall be running 80% all bosses. We'll get to see the wonderful Spore Spawn in all of its glory. His glory, her glory. I don't know if Spore Spawn has a gender. Fruitbat and Enmet are both 3 and 1 in this turn. Fruitbat took his only loss against Zosty. I don't think that's anything to be ashamed. Interestingly, that was also an 80% all bosses run, in which Fruitbat got a 52-10. While Enmet took his loss against Sloters. So both losses aren't too surprising, and we'll be seeing hopefully one of these get a rematch opportunity coming up. But in this race, only one shall win as we get started into Ceres. Enmet's personal best in this category looks like it's a 52.03. So definitely expect this to be a very close race for week 5. Week 5 here, it's definitely a pretty critical piece trying to make that top 16 bracket. The completely neck and neck heading out of Ceres. Very nice. It's like Enmet has the half-second advantage or so. Primarily, I'm aware of two main routes in all 90% all bosses, which is basically, do you kill Spore Spawn first, or do you come back and kill Spore Spawn later once you've got the Plasma Beam? Runners may also choose to head up to the wrecked ship first or not. As well as, do you kill Kraid on the way down and get that safety tank, or do you go the ever so slightly faster route and head towards Ridley first? And gets a nice moonfall, and that helps him pull ahead here at the beginning here. Done with our activate the planet. Time to head into the bomb chorizo. Ooh, Enmet misses his little shot there, slowing down, heading through. Fruitbat gets that first try. Into the climb. Both runners choosing to do wall jump. So with the bomb chorizo, the goal is to get your missiles drop spaced out just right, so that way you can pick up all of them except one, and then pick up the remaining one and finish them off, and not have to wait for a second round of drops. We'll see how our runners do. Fruitbatsalad getting it just right, and so does Enmet. And into Brinstar we go. Green Brinstar we go. Here, pretty soon, we're going to see if either our runners will choose to do the early spore spawn. With early spore spawn, you're trying to get that quick super missile kill into a super missile escape. Whereas later spore spawn, it's just one plasma shot, bye-bye. So far, the really only difference between our runners, movement-wise, was that one moonfall in the climb. Otherwise, they're keeping up with each other quite well. No more fall weave for Enmet, though. Looks like Enmet is choosing to go... Both runners are choosing to go kill Spore Spawn later. And we're up into our standard one tank any percent Fan 2 fight. To answer the question in chat, any percent all bosses includes all bosses and mini bosses. So we will indeed be seeing the spore spawn as well as our favorite 4 or 8-eyed friend, depending on your interpretation. Interesting. So Fruitbat is choosing to actually do a crate first route. If you're not quite as comfortable with a one-tank Fantoon, or if you just want the safety in a race, then this will let you be able to grab that tank and probably will follow the normal route and go grab Speed Booster, etc. With Kraid first, any percent. With Kraid first, but not Spore Spawn, he will probably still grab Crocomire as he leaves Lower Norfair after getting the Plasma Beam. Enmet into the true boss of the game with CWJ. First jump looks good. Meanwhile, Fruit doing the Kraid quick kill just fine. Ooh, first jump was good, but didn't get the second jump for Enmet. And what shall Fantoon give us today? Both runners are doing a late Spore Spawn route, but Fruitbat is doing a old route to the major bosses, and Enmet is doing new route to major bosses. We need better abbreviations and names for those. Decent Dopplers there from Enmet. A little low on health, though. And I don't believe I saw him take a safety save. This category is pretty tight, so won't see as many safety saves. And looks like a 3-round, but a nice fast open there for Enmet in the 3rd round. Fruitbat gets everyone's favorite item. Gonna head to his Speed Booster next. No addict strats for Enmet, but speed addict strats. But otherwise gets a very clean addict escape. So at this rate, we will likely see our runners sync up heading into Lower Norfair. And will Enmet get a strike on his bowling? Nope, only a spare. I consider it a strike if you get only 2 jumps and then land in the Chozo. And then a spare is you get across on only 2 jumps but still need 1 more. We will likely see the runner's high five somewhere in Red Tower. Ooh, Fruitbat takes a fall, but nice recovery. And that wave beam. Can't imagine Fruit grabs ice right now. He could if he felt like it. And Enmet gets that oh so powerful gravity suit. Oh, we may. Hopefully, we still see our high five. But if Enmet is going to Kraid, then and gets through before Fruitbat gets there. Looks like our high five is going to be in whatever you want to call this room. Ooh, Enmet gets grabbed. Ah, we're going to be high-fiving in the tube. Nice Alpha Spark there from Fruitbat. And Enmet, what are you going to do? Kraid now? Kraid later. So Enmet's going full bore. Trying to be a fast runner. This route, of course, new route any percent. In the full with no safeties so far. Fruit, of course, will have the easier moat access and then the easier and the safer fan tune fight. Fruitbat not choosing to spark across. Surprised maybe he bonked and I missed it. I thought he would have sparked across Ocean there with how much health he's got. Yeah, but with Kraid E-Tank, with taking the Kraid E-Tank safety, I feel like it's pretty comfy. But yes, I believe you are right, French Lightning John, that Enmet is doing the new route hybrid where he's not going to go into Lower Norfair right now. Woo, Fruitbat's going for some X Factors. That Enmet's going to do the new route hybrid, likely do his Dragon Kraid kills now, get that Plasma Beam, and then head down, because it greatly reduces the time for the Crocomire fight. And if you... It definitely makes no sense to go all the way to Lower Norfair. Nice, clean Fantoon fight for FPS. Let's watch it. See if we can get a nice speed keep mat strat. Ooh, almost completely clean, but still quite nice. I always love those speed keep at speed at. Into the Kraid for Enmet. Nice boost. We'll see if he feels like taking Kraid to the dance or not. Wonder if we're gonna... I was gonna say, wonder if we're gonna see a Meridia high five. Did Fruitbat get his Spacer Beam? The best run, I believe Enmet's PB is a 52.03 and Fruitbat's is a 52.10. Simultaneous suit pickups, though. Just the different suits. That is a nice sync. I was going to assume that Fruitbat. I don't think he got I don't think you get Spacer in this. You still, for Fruitbat's old style Kraid first, you go into Meridia and get that Plasma Beam, because otherwise Crocomire is real slow. Indeed, we've got our runner sync back up. Let's gauge it with the bot wound complete time. Enmet setting up for his X Factors. Nice bot wound pattern. Clean. 23, 51. Admit, falling a little behind there, not getting that speed booster. Still ahead of Fruitbat as Fruitbat goes into his bot wound. Full halfy time. Ooh, just barely loses it. Fruitbat not getting a clean bot wound pattern, but still making it through. Looks like he was about 50 seconds behind, 24:41. But we'll see if his bot wound escape is a little cleaner. Does still choose to grab this extra tank for safety. And will Fruitbat get his ooh, going for just the halfy. But does successfully get his halfy. Man, imagine doing this room with grapple. It just sounds painful. Enmet doing Spark strats on Dragon, hybrid strats on Dragon, with our Sync Dragon fight. Nice. Enmet gets his Dragon kill and a blue suit. Looks like he purposely damaging down to get a health bomb. Interesting. Making sure to keep that blue suit. We'll see if Fruit goes for a blue or a spike suit. Nice. Fruit choosing to go for the blue suit and then deboost to get the drops. Very close race at this point. Exiting Dragon door, 26:34 for Enmet. And a 26:56 for Fruitbat. Only 22 seconds behind. That is super close heading down into Ridley. So each runner, of course, will now grab their plasma beam and go down to fight the Space Pigeon. And I believe Crocomire is after Ridley in either of these routes. Ooh, Enmet not quite keeping his spark all the way through like he wanted to. Those little pancake things really like to get in your way. The only other differences between our runners is that Fruitbat has one additional tank compared to Enmet. We're going to get a nice high five in the plasma room. Ooh, fancy deboost there from Fruitbat. Did Enmet get that last pirate? Yes, he did. High five. That farm on those Poyos is the best in the game. Leaving Meridia at 29:06 for Enmet. And a 29:27 for Fruitbat. So only 21 seconds separating our runners. Nice speedball strat there from Enmet. Ooh, okay. Jesus, looks like Enmet. You do go. Oh yeah, it makes sense to go to Crocomire right now. You got your plasma beam, and you can just take the speed route. Let's see. I wonder if you can moonfall down that room. Yeah. Enmet choosing to do a standard. Let's run through it. I hope Fruitbat goes for the swag. I want to see the swag speedball. Bye, Croc. Bye, Croc. Enmet moonwalking backwards with Croc, who of course takes a single plasma beam shot to take down. Hence the advantage in this route. So does Moonfall and Crumble Tower save time? Man, this is a close race. We almost got to see simultaneous skeletons. Ooh, Enmet choosing to farm because he's out of supers. Uh-oh. Fruitbat has 4. How many does he want? And Fruitbat takes the lead with that farm from Enmet. Wow, super close. Both runners getting their boost back into the lava dive. Everyone's favorite, the Golden Chorizo. Oh, Enmet not quite getting the swag speedball and the faster speedball strat through. And missing that Green Gate glitch hurts. How much? I don't know how much time Green Gate saves over the acid statue. It's got to be at least 20 or 30 seconds. It's so nice to be able to go through with screw attack through the pillar. Next big step for our runners is Ridley RNG and doing well in that Ridley fight. It's gotta feel nice in the categories where you're like, key hunters? What key hunters? And it's time for the big bad space pigeon. "20 shots with this beam combo. Both runners at a not particularly comfortable but not terrifying amount of health. Could be worse. It could be a low percent run. Or it could be RBO. But either way, it's still not exactly a comfortable Ridley fight. But, ooh, fruitbat, not quite there. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, cool. That was close there, fruitbat. Enmet entering Ridley as fruitbat finishes. 1, 2. 37-12 for fruitbat exiting Ridley. Now all that remains is the true boss of the game, the Spore Spawn. Can the runners remember where he lives? Nice clean fight for Enmet. Exiting at 37-49. 38-second gap between our runners right now. Of course, that's going to be difficult to make up going through these next few sections. But especially with runners of very comparable movement like these two. But we'll see what anything can still happen. Baby skip in particular could be a big difference in this race. And nice deboost Enmet. And fruitbat gets to tell the Three Stooges, no, you shall not deny me today. Oh, interesting. Choosing not to just screw attack them into oblivion. Yeah, I think unless it's going to save more than like 5 seconds, surely getting Screw is worth it just for the repeatability and runs on the Key Hunter rooms. And for strats like that. Clean speed for Fruit there. Like I said, the true test of this run. Do the runners remember Spore Spawn? And Fruit Bat wins the prize of the day. Can remember where the dreaded Spore Spawn lives, the boss we all avoid because he's just too difficult. But he does have a great theme. And unfortunately for Spore Spawn, just like Crocomire, he does not have Plasma invulnerability built in. Bye, Spore Spawn! Fruit Bat also showing that Spore Spawn, unlike every other boss in the game, you can leave before the death animation finishes. Probably because the developers didn't expect you to have supers in this room to leave through that door. And normally, you have to use the corpse of Spore Spawn to progress in the game. Fruit Bat having a pretty solid lead here, heading to the Golden 4 room. Nice swag, Bryn Spark. $42.56. Nice G4 time for Fruit Bat. Looks like he'll have a decent shot of breaking his PB of 52.10. And a 43.20 synced golden statues between Fruit Bat and Enmet. This is a very close race heading down into Turian. Our Turian movement here is going to be... Normally, it's very difficult to make up time in this part of the route of how much cutscene there is, but in a race this close, every second counts. Oh no! Enmet ran out of supers! He's gonna have to missile kill a bunch of these. Oh, and only 4 super drops from 4 Metroids? That's gotta hurt. He's gonna have to group these and missile kill them again. There, he got 5 supers that time. Now he's got enough. So baby skip is if either runner misses that, that's definitely going to kind of seal the deal. And fruit bat, how are you going to do? Still jumping. Still jumping. Gets it. Ooh, did he get it? Did he get baby movement? Oh, he got it. Okay. All right, Enmet, you're up. Keep this close. And also clean? Yes. Fruit bat into his Zeb skip. Second try. $46.20. Fruit bat into Mother Brain 2. Ooh, Enmet not quite getting the Zeb skip. Gets it this time. Come on. Come on. Oh, it's so frustrating. Has to turn off the screw attack. Oh, that probably seals it. Fruit bat into Mother Brain 2. Enmet into Mother Brain 3. Or Mother Brain 1. Nice jump into the glass, though. Enmet entering the fight about 30 seconds later. So unless Fruit bat takes some catch-up hits here... Oh, nope. Already into 3. Well done by Fruit. This is going to be absolutely a solid PB for him, as well as a solid, I think, a PB for Enmet. Please make sure to go follow our runners after this wonderful show from them. And if you want more multi-category Metroid action, don't worry, there's plenty of that. In 9 minutes on SpeedGaming 6, Balthazar versus J-Chalk. At 7:30 Eastern on SpeedGaming 2, Sloters versus Zost. Our top runners in the... 2 of our top 4 top runners in the tournament right now. Make sure to not miss that. At 8 p.m., Polar Bear Bunny versus Cashmod. And at 11 p.m., our other top 2 runners in the perfect runners in the tournament so far, Shiny Zenny versus a Real Cutie. Assuming fruitbatsalad can successfully execute on his escape, he will likely be facing one of the losers of those seeds, depending on how the other 3-1 matches have went. And Enmet still giving us a good show, making sure to take down the Mother Brain. It's going to be really close for Enmet on his PB. And Fruitbat gets the spark. The real question is, will he save the animals? Of course he will not. And GG, well done. Fruitbat finishing with a 50-41, improving his personal best by 1 minute and 20 seconds. Well done, Fruitbat. And Enmet completes with an official SRL time of 51-14, also a personal best for him. Well done to both runners. Looks like Fruitbat wants to join us today. Welcome, Fruitbat.
Hey, Linares. How's it going?
It's going just fine. Congratulations on the PB. That was a nice improvement.
Yeah, I was pretty shocked by this one, but yeah, that's a PB for me. This one, so GG to Enmet.
I think Enmet also PB'd by around 5 or 6 seconds. So, well, both runners putting up a very strong race.
Awesome. Yeah, that's cool to see 2 PBs in one race. And I was looking at a little bit of the race as it was going on. I checked in a couple of times, and it looked like we were doing different routes. I know there's a few different routes for this, but that must have been interesting.
Oh yeah, Enmet was doing the hybrid any percent. So new route to Fantoon, but then instead of going down to Ridley afterwards, you actually do Craig Dragon, then Ridley. Whereas you, of course, did the Craig route to Speed Booster to Fantoon into Meridia. Both of you choosing to do the Meridia before Ridley, which I believe is normal in this category, with a Spore Spawn finish.
I checked in on the race around Spore Spawn, and I saw that we were like, I think we were just about a room apart, maybe like 1 or 2 rooms.
Neck and neck. And in fact, Enmet, unfortunately, he actually stopped to farm super missiles on the way out of Croc, and then did not get the Green Gate glitch, and then had to go straight and do the acid statue. Whereas I believe you just went straight for the statue.
Yeah, I went straight for the statue.
And then
he
also got trolled a little bit with his super missiles and Turian, having to group and missile kill in rooms 2 and 3 in order to get enough supers.
That's rough.
Well, you're going to be 4-1 heading into the final round of the Swiss. Are you excited for that?
Yeah, I don't even know which categories we've got next week, but
well, the only category next week that matters is that you have triple bingo. So obviously, everyone will be playing triple bingo.
Sounds good.
The other two are low percent ice and any percent.
Cool. Cool.
So I'm really gonna go ahead.
What's funny is I think this week all three categories, RBO, All Bosses, and GT Classic, all three of them were categories that I've already done in the tournament. And I think next week all three of them are categories I haven't done in the tournament.
Indeed, I'm pretty sure I actually commentated your last 80% All Bosses run.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you for helping out with commentary. I'm looking forward to watching this one back.
No problem. It's always fun to help. So in 2 minutes, we're going to be switching to Balthazar again. J-Chalk on SpeedGaming 6. And then tonight, Fruitbat, I don't know if you're aware, we have Sloters versus Zost and Zenny versus Cutie as our undefeated runners face off.
Those are going to be great.
Yeah, next week's veto situation is going to be really interesting because any runner, like, obviously you're going to veto any percent against Zost. And so I feel like we're going to see very little any percent next week as the higher seeded runners, or as the lower seeded runners are trying to find edges on runners who are maybe mechanically a little bit better, and so the any percent's just bad. But then it's going to be RBO and triple bingo are both categories where anything can happen.
I hadn't thought about that, but you're right. We might see a lot of vetoes of any percent.
Like I said, I just want to see a lot of triple bingo. And of course, do you really want to force Cutie to race triple bingo against you when he got a 36-minute triple bingo earlier in the tournament? Or do you really want to do RBO against Zenny? It's going to be an interesting situation next week to close out the Swiss.
Interesting to see what the matchups are. One of the things that's really nice about Swiss is that the matchups seem like, they get closer and closer as the tournament goes on. So, week 4 and week 5 for me were really close, and I think we'll get some really close ones next week too.
Yep. Well, good luck next week. Hope to see you in the top 16. And good luck to Enmet as well.
Thanks for the race, Enmet. GG. And thanks, Lunaris, again for the commentary.
GG, everyone. We'll see you next mission, which is now on SpeedGaming 6.